Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday Tips in the Know with CACFP, Waiver Open Forum Edition. I am Dr. Carrie I. Freeman Wright, Assistant Coordinator for the Child and Adult Care Food Program and your facilitator. First, we will start with a brief presentation on the nationwide waiver updates for the school year 2021 through 2022. The following remains a priority for USDA. Support of those institutions reopening since the onset of the pandemic last year. Ensure program access for enrolled participants. Increase funding for program operators. Provide operational flexibilities, which we will discuss in just a few, and promote nutritious meal, which this program, that's our mission. We sent out copies of the updated nationwide waivers last week to all institutions. These waivers go into effect July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022, unless otherwise noted. One major change is area eligibility. Currently, we do have flexibilities in place for the National School Lunch Program, after school snacks, and the Child and Adult Care Food Program, after school meals and snacks. However, now family daycare home providers are able to participate, which means regardless of the institution or facility's location, each of these three programs are able to receive the highest rate of reimbursement for enrolled participants. With these updates, we continue to promote non-congregate meals, mealtime flexibility, parent guardian pickup, offer versus serve flexibility, but note, only utilize these waivers for the duration and the extent needed to operate your programs. Another major change is in the meal pattern flexibility. Currently, you may request this particular waiver for food shortages. However, the updates allow a more targeted meal pattern flexibility in the following requirements: the whole grain rich, the ounce equivalents, which will go in effect October 1st, 2021, and low-fat unflavored milk. However, regardless to your request in any of these areas, you must submit a justification as to why you need to waive these areas. And we need supporting documentation showing your efforts to ensure that your participants are in receipt of a nutritious meal. And as it states here, each request will be on a case-by-case basis. And the approval process is longer for this waiver because it has to go through a multi-level approval process. Because the Child and Adult Care Food Program promotes the development of basic nutritional concepts and provides nutritious, well-balanced meals that foster sound eating habits that enable participants to become caretakers of their own nutritional habits. As program operators, we are expecting all of you to meet the nutrition requirements as closely as possible. And as the state agency, we're going to consider each of those requests, and we're going to look at your justifications, and based upon your supporting documentation, we're going to make a decision. However, do remember, there is a multi-level process, approval process for this particular waiver. So it will go through various levels at the state agency, and then it will go over to the regional office for USDA. And once they approve it, then they will send it back. But until then, this particular request will be pending approval. Nationwide waiver of on-site monitoring. We will continue to do virtual and desk audits, and this will be in effect until 30 days after the end of the federal public emergency. So right now, we have a contractor, Child Nutrition Resources, or we call them CNR, that should be contacting those institutions that are in need of an administrative review. So don't think that they are not legitimate, because they are. Any questions that you have about your administrative review, please contact them first. And if, and only then, if you are unable to get it resolved, then contact the state agency. Food Nutrition Service released this off-site monitoring fact sheet, which can be found on their website, as well as many other useful resources to help you administer this program. You can also go to our website, and the link to USDA's FNS site is provided there. Both websites will be provided at the end of this presentation. So looking ahead to school year 2022 through 2023, the community eligibility provision, this affects the at-risk after-school care centers and the family daycare providers. This is the school data report that our office issues each year. This is saying that schools may elect this provision, which means they can use a cumulative student data through June 30th, 2021 this year. Normally what happens, each October, the schools gather their data, and based upon that October's data, we are given a school data report. It is only what occurred in that month. So this provision, is allowing schools to have a cumulative data throughout the school year. And then schools may begin direct certification for school year 2021 through 2022. But that provision, like all of these updates, start on July 1st, 2021. And as you see here, schools may recalculate their identified student percentage any year in the provision cycle. So we're going through this particular slide, as I mentioned before, because it will affect the at-risk after-school care centers and the family daycare providers. As I stated, here are the resources that you can go to find out more information. Here is our contact information. All inquiries should go to NJCACFP communication at ag.nj.gov, and to locate the current waiver request form, you can find that at this link. This is the first page of the New Jersey Department of Agriculture Child and Adult Care Food Program Waiver Request and Non-Congregate Feeding Implementation Plan to serve meals during the COVID-19 pandemic form. That was a mouthful. This is the second page of the waiver form. This is where you're going to request the waiver or waivers that you need to operate your food program. This is the continuation of the second page. As you see here, the other waivers that you can choose from. Please make sure you indicate who is completing the form, the date that the form was submitted, and your email address. This is the third page, and on this page you're going to indicate which meal types. First, you're going to list the name of the facility and the address where these meals are going to be distributed. And in the box below, you're going to provide what your plan of action is going to be. So now it is time to open things up for questions, clarifications, concerns.